It started small, like a quiet change in the air. He used to end calls early. She used to walk away when things got too real. They both had a way of closing the door when love asked for more time. At first it seemed normal. People say everyone needs space, and sometimes that is true. But for a long time, their distance was not space. It was a shelter built from old pain. It was a way to protect a fragile heart that had not been taught how to trust. You remember how it felt when someone you cared about folded the conversation into a short sentence and left. You felt unseen. You felt like the person you were speaking to had already made a decision to leave you behind, even in the smallest moments. It was a strange kind of loneliness. You could sit in a room full of people and feel empty because the person you wanted to reach had closed themselves like a flower at night. There is a reason people pull away. Sometimes it is fear. Fear of being hurt. Fear of being small. Fear of needing someone and losing themselves. Sometimes it is shame, where a person thinks they are not enough, so they keep the door half closed in case love wants to stay. Sometimes it is old lessons from childhood. Do not ask, do not need, do not show, so they learn to seem strong by being distant. It looked like control, but it was only camouflage. But life changes in slow, surprising ways. One day, the person who always cut conversations short met a quiet mirror. The mirror was not a person, it was a moment. Maybe it was a night when all their friends left and their phone was empty. Maybe it was a small child asking them a simple question and expecting patience. Maybe it was watching an old couple sit close on a bench and speak like they had all the time. That mirror gave them a clear look at what their distance had cost. It showed the times they missed a laugh, the mornings they did not share, the small apologies that never came. When the heart meets truth like that, it shivers. The person who once praised indifference starts to feel tired of pretending. They feel the heaviness of doors closed against love. They feel shame for the afternoons they left without trying. They start to imagine a life where they do not run when things get hard, where they do not hide in silence, but speak from the chest with honest words. Learning to stay is not a heroic leap. It is many small mornings. It is the slow decision to answer a call when the knee wants to say no. It is the choice to sit in a conversation even when the other person says something wounding. It is the practice of listening without thinking of the right defense. For a person used to distance, these small choices look like bravery. Small courage grows like a plant when watered day by day. When they first try, they will stumble. They will feel awkward. In the beginning, their will to sit and speak might still carry a tremor of fear. They might say the wrong things, speak quickly, or apologize too much. That is okay. Real change is messy. You will hear more silences than speeches at first, and that silence will not be empty. It will be a patient listening that holds space for honest words to grow. The person learning to be present will say things like, "I was wrong to leave." And later they will show it by how they put down their phone and look at you when you speak. You might feel scared to believe the change. You have been hurt by the half-presence before. You remember the nights when their attention felt like theft. Present only to take and not to give. Trust is a thin glass that cracks with any weight of carelessness. But also remember how glass can be mended with care and patient hands. The difference now is their willingness. They are not closing the door because they want to avoid work. They are learning to stay because they finally see the cost of leaving. What helps them change is honesty, not pressure. If you push with anger, they may run back into the old shelter. If you teach with calm, they will learn step by step. Say what you need with soft clarity. Tell them, "When you end our talks quickly, I feel alone." Do it without accusation. Let them see the effect of their actions. Let them know the small ways you need presence. A 5-minute check-in call. Staying on the line until you say goodnight. Listening when you cry. These are simple acts, but they mean everything. They will also need a new language. The language of presence is different from the language of distance. It uses sentences like, "I will be here at 7, and I will not leave this conversation without telling you why." It promises small things that can be kept. Keep promises like gifts. When they prove they can come through for small things, trust grows. When trust grows, the big conversations feel safer. Spiritual growth is subtle in this work. When someone shifts from being distant to being present, it is because their inner life has opened. They start to pray, maybe not with words, but with longing to be better. They learn to befriend their fear instead of hiding from it. Meditation becomes a habit or a slow breath before answering a message. They ask themselves, "What am I so afraid to lose if I show up fully?" Often the answer is the practice of training their heart to stay even when storms come. This change has a rhythm. First, there is realization, a bright awareness of waste and fear. Then, there is small repentance, an apology that tries to be honest instead of dramatic. Then comes the slow work, routines and habits that show the apology is not only words. They learn to say, "I will call you at this time," and they do. They learn to stay on the phone when the other voice trembles. They learn to use silence as safety, not as a weapon. You will watch this growth in simple scenes. You will see them linger after a text, type a sentence, delete it, and then send a small message. "I'm here." You will hear them call when they could walk away. You will see the small acts, picking up the groceries you forgot, sitting next to you in a waiting room without scrolling, showing up early when they promised. These small things build a house of trust slowly. Do not minimize them. There will be nights when their old habit returns. You will see them pull away. Shorter answers, fewer minutes. This is not failure, it is a test. In those moments, breathe. Ask them gently why the distance returned. Let them answer without shame. Let them tell you about the fear that woke inside them. When fear is named, it loses power. Then, ask if they are willing to try again. Most of the time, they will be. And even if they fail, remember that learning is often 2 steps forward and 1 step back. For people in the North who know hard winters and steady fires, this story is familiar. The world asks you to be tough, to survive. But love asks a different thing, to be steady. Winter teaches patience, and seasons teach timing. Do not hurry their change. Let it come like spring. Water small things. Do not expect roses on the first rain. As you watch them change, you will also grow. This relationship will teach you patience. It will teach you how to give clear boundaries and how to keep your own peace. You will practice a daily line. I will keep my center. Say it aloud. Repeat it when doubt visits. Keep your own small rituals. A walk, a song, a page of a book, a cup of warm tea in the morning that is only for you. These small practices will anchor you when the work is slow. At the heart of this story is forgiveness. Forgiveness is not a free pass for bad behavior. It is a decision to let go of the small poisons that keep you small. When the person who was cold now shows courage, forgiveness becomes the bridge that turns their repentance into growth. But forgiveness does not mean forgetting the lesson. It means teaching together. I forgive, and I do not let the past repeat without proof of change. There is a spiritual note here that is simple. When one learns to stay, both hearts get a sacred lesson. The one who learned will understand humility and the value of tenderness. The one who received that change will learn the power of patience and the art of holding boundaries with love. Together, they become a quiet team, practicing small kindness. Their life becomes an everyday prayer, one of little acts that create safety. The prayer is not always words. Sometimes it is the sound of 2 spoons on the table at breakfast, the slow making of a bed, the habit of standing close at the end of a day. If you are the person learning to be present, know this: your work matters. People will not always notice the small things, but the heart sees. The nights you stayed, the messages you answered, the times you listened more than you spoke, these build you. Practice a short daily mind training. In the morning, breathe and say, "Today I will listen." During the day, find one moment to be fully present. Even if it is only 5 breaths while someone speaks. At night, write down one small moment where you stayed, and one moment you could grow. This simple habit will turn presence into skill. If you are the person who has waited, your role is to be clear about what you need. Speak the limits that keep you sane. Say the small acts that mean the most. Ask them for one regular time to check in if you need it. Offer them gentle feedback. When you stay, I feel safer. When you leave quickly, I feel lost. Do not drown them in criticism. Instead, use your words like kind signs pointing toward better hours. This change is also a test of honesty. Pretending to be present when you do not want to do the work is worse than staying distant. It teaches the wrong lesson. So be honest. If you cannot meet someone where they are trying to grow, say so. Let them know your limits. Let them learn without collision. Growth that is forced will break rather than build. There will be a day when you both sit in a small kitchen and the talk will not end. You will tell stories, and instead of cutting the talk short, you will listen to the end. You will hold each other through small confessions and not flinch. These are the holy evenings. They are not loud, but they are deep. They are the harvest of many small mornings. Daily mindset script that helps both of you is simple and strong. Begin each morning with 3 breaths. Then say aloud or quietly in your heart, I choose to stay. I choose to listen. I keep my word for small things. Carry one small promise through the day and keep it. At night, before sleep, say a thank you. Thank you for the moments I stayed. If you fail, repeat. Tomorrow I will try again. Let these phrases be your practice, like prayer or yoga. They will steady you. Love that learns to stay is brave, not perfect. It stumbles, but it does not flee. It's steady work. It's the way 2 people build a life that tastes like bread and tea and soft laughter. It is the slow art of choosing each other again and again. The world rewards noise and speed, but love rewards patience. If you are hearing this and you feel the old habit in your hands, the urge to cut short, to close a door, to leave a sentence half said, try this small test. The next time you feel the pull to run, stay for 5 more minutes. Ask one more question. Hold your tongue from a quick defense. If you practice this, the muscles of your heart will grow. If you are the one waiting, name one small thing that would help you feel safer and share it kindly. Both of you will move slowly, and that slow will turn into a life. At the center of all this is the truth that being present is a gift. It costs time and courage. It asks for honesty and humility. It asks for small steps and constant repair. It is not easy. It is not quick, but it is warm. It is a place where 2 people can learn to keep a house of care together. And in that house, the small things will become the big things. The bedtime check-ins, the morning smiles, the slow listening, the patient forgiveness. Walk toward each other with soft strength. Speak with calm truth. Hold boundaries with love. Practice the little rituals that keep you both steady. Teach each other that silence can be safe, and that distance is not always a solution. Learn to keep the talk going until a sentence is finished, a feeling is named, a hand is held. That is how you make love real and lasting.